I thought you were in the middle first. Docs Daily. It's Friday, May 30th. I just got thrown into this hosting role 30 seconds ago. So just so you guys know. Welcome into another episode of Docs Daily. It's Friday, so things get a little weird around here. If you haven't already, hit the like button. Doc's been around over 53 years. Like and share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you're new to Docs, don't forget about the free 60. DocSports.com/free60. All new accounts. Sign up under that description. Link is in the description of the video, and you get a free $60 account. Also, don't forget about YouTube Premium. $19.99. You get all that Indian Cowboy stuff. Premium Plus $49.99 includes Indian Cowboy plus a video with Craig Trapp. 3 picks a day. Not his picks. Everybody else's 2, 3, 4-star picks. All that good stuff. It's Friday, folks. So let's go around the horn while I get situated and let everybody file in here. Drop in the comment section. Nobody ever tells you to do this because Craig's a terrible host. Listen, drop in the comment section what you're into today. Side total, prop, or otherwise. Let's hear about some weirdness. No feet pictures. It's not that kind of Friday. So we'll go around the horn. We'll start with Robert. And tell us what you got going on. How was your day? All that good stuff.
Yes.
Like, hi, I'm Robert.
Right. I'm recovering alcohol.
Yeah, we know the drill.
Full bore alcoholic. 7-unit WNBA play tonight. Really like that New York-Washington game. Not going to tip my hand on whether it's a side or total, but I like the number. I also really, really like the MLB matchups for this weekend. I don't have a big play today. I have 5 or 6 small. I think my biggest is a 2-unit play. But I feel really good. I think this is going to be a really big weekend. I really do like a lot of the pitching matchups, a lot of the team matchups. Definitely going to have a 7-unit play on Saturday that I've been waiting for all week. And I will have a 5-unit play in the Champions League final tomorrow. Biggest game in the world tomorrow going on in soccer. Whether you're into it or not, it is an event. It is like the Super Bowl on steroids, and it's going to be a good one. And I really like one of the sides in that. So that's what I'm looking at.
There you go. Got a lot of stuff from Robert this weekend. Griffin, pull it together. What do you got going on this weekend, my man? Get it together, Griffin. It's only Friday. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
They all say that, Lenny, and you know what? It always seems to turn out the other way. But yesterday, I did have a brutal day. I'll just be honest. I got beat down yesterday across NBA. I did win my MLB card. I was on the Blue Jays, so I ended up capping off that win. It was a winning day across the diamond. NHL, I'm 9-4 now in my last 13 plays. I did drop my play yesterday. I had the under. I don't know why I didn't ride Edmonton. I just missed that play. And then when it comes to NBA, I was on the Pacers last night, so I lost that one as well. I'm now 6-3 in my last 9 NBA playoff matchups. Props. Coming off a win yesterday is with my 4-unit prop play. I had a nerfy. I got to pull up the game. 4 units cash, but in today's slate, I actually passed across all sports. I'm getting ready to cork a 7-unit best bet, which I have not done all month long. I've been setting up. I mentioned earlier in yesterday's show how I kind of had a little bit of a brutal month. I had to slow things down and start going 1 unit, get myself back in the pace. Right. I'm finally in that motion right now. I'm hot across all sports, so I'm getting ready to cork a 7-unit tomorrow or going into Sunday. So that's what I'm looking at right now, Lenny.
All right. I know you're gearing up for June, so I hear you there. Craig Trapp's got his lucky hat on, so I don't know if that's good or bad. I don't know if we're swinging luck or we're riding.
Good things are on the horizon.
Right. Yeah, and he's about to be in Vegas, so like
I'll get real
double whammy, like no whammy. Craig Trapp, what do you got?
If you see the hat on, you know I'm desperate. 0 for 3 yesterday. Like, I really only had one strong play. I liked the Pacers a lot yesterday. The more everybody was on them, I was like, oh, we might be in trouble.
Yeah.
Public underdogs, never a good thing, and it fell through. And one of my things I almost always bet, I didn't bet it. I just left it alone. Is under in elimination games. I always like under in NBA elimination games. I just think 2 things can happen. 1, a blowout, like we saw yesterday, so they don't play the starters late. And 2, if it's a really close game, usually that means it's like a grind fest. So I'm probably going to come back with the under tomorrow. Just probably not going to be a top play, but I kind of think you have to go back to that well again in Game 6 there. But 2 4-unit plays tonight in Major League Baseball. I passed yesterday in baseball because it was a small card, didn't love it.
Yeah.
Glad I did because I would have had the Phillies under in that late game and the Phillies, so I was glad I passed on that one. But let's get back to it today. Just 2 4-unit plays, a little small play in the props. That's it. But hey, Robert, we're a week from tomorrow away from the Belmont Stakes. Like maybe the greatest Belmont betting stakes ever because Baeza is going to be the 3rd favorite in there.
Yeah.
Like those 3 horses all are really good. I think you can make an argument for all 3, so you're going to get good value no matter what you want in that race.
My least favorite of the Triple Crown races. I think it's the most difficult to handicapping. I feel like there's a lot of historical avenues that you can ride in the Kentucky Derby, right? In the Preakness, it's just bet the fastest horse. It's the shortest race, fastest horse. It's usually a pretty weak field, easiest of the 3 races. The Belmont, like all bets are off. Nobody's run at this length before. At this point, you have some horses that are running their 3rd race in a month. You got those out of nowhere horses. The Belmont gets a little crazy, but crazy means value, right?
Yep.
Like all you got to do is be right once, and you can hit one of those big fat balloon tickets.
Man, the greatest thing about the Friday and Saturday of all the Triple Crown races is just stake races pretty much all day long. So usually I know Robert, me, I think IC, and who am I missing? Raphael all have horses, and usually both Friday and Saturday where we have multiple races. So make sure you stay tuned next week. Even though I'll be in Vegas, I'm going to be sitting at the poolside at the Circa on Thursday with my race book open, and I'm going to be locked and loaded for both Friday and Saturday. Excited about it.
Half chewed cigar, not lit, with a derby hat on, no shirt,
Ready to go.
ready to go.
Hold on a second. Lenny didn't mention the favorite thing about Circa, and Griffin knows. What was our girl's name that took good care of us last time?
Bree.
Hopefully I get Bree again.
again.
Like these people just take, if you've never been to Circa Swim, they just take great care of you. Like it really is like you pay a lot. I get it for no matter where you stay at Circa, it's expensive.
Yeah.
But the service and then the TVs and you can gamble right there. It's just the drinks are unbelievable. It is a great. Hey, we don't get paid by Circa, by the way. They're not a sponsor here, but they should be.
They should be.
Craig, talk to me about the lobster corn dogs, man.
Oh my God. Our buddy Guy. If you ever call into the office to purchase, you're almost always weekdays going to talk to Guy unless he's on vacation. He said 2 words: lobster corn dogs. Well, that's not 3 words. Either way, Nick goes, "What? Lobster? What?" He goes, 2 separate things. That doesn't sound. He goes, "No, it's like the lobster.
Same thing."
Yeah, he's like, it's in the corn dog.
Some kind of fusion thing. It's
like $200 for.
They blow your mind, though. I gotta say, they blow your mind.
It's amazing.
Yeah. All right. So now I'm hungry. So good job.
Hey, you know what today was?
That guy's talking about
Skyline
food. Welcome
today,
to Doc's Daily, guys. I told you Fridays get weird. Lobster corn dogs. Craig's he's got his hat out. He's got his lucky hat
I
on.
had Skyline today too. Like, so it's definitely lucky.
Oh, and you are at Skyline. God.
I went early.
All right.
He reeks of desperation and kidney beans.
Yeah, it was great. Chili.
What could go wrong? Listen, I want to talk about the NBA. I want to talk about what happened last night, the Knicks and their desperation. I mean, they won. It is what it is. They put the smackdown down on them. I was on the Pacers too, Craig Trapp. So I don't know if that probably doesn't make you feel better, but
that's when we knew we should have got off, Robert.
Exactly. I'm the public. I'm that guy.
Yeah, all of us were in agreement. But again, this is why I said I didn't like it at all. I was like, if you're going to play the Pacers on the side for obvious reasons, but the reason I didn't take it is we've seen the Knicks do that before. We have seen them blow up on their home court. Doesn't matter though. And here's my take. I now really, really like Indiana -4 tomorrow. I can tell you that right now. Like, I know a lot of people are smarting from that loss, so now they might be a little bit hesitant. No, this is when you go over the top. You either double down or you bet over the top on that because you're right. We were right. Craig was right. Griffin was right. Indiana's a better team. They're going to win the series. There is no magic comeback happening here in this series, okay? I mean, we saw it happen not the same way, but in the Oklahoma City series, right? They get back to Minnesota. What did Minnesota do? They beat her like 50.
Yeah.
Did it change the trajectory of that series? No, because Oklahoma City was the better team. We said it after game one. We're like, Oklahoma City is going to the finals. Like, this is just going to happen. So it does. That's great that New York won. I know a lot of people are licking their wounds today because they lost on that. But, we had two things that we were kind of in agreement on yesterday in the show. We were like, take Indiana, take Edmonton. Just take them. They're the better team. They're underdogs. No more analysis needed. One of them won, one of them lost. That's going to happen. But I just don't think that should make us shy away from our read that the Pacers are the better team. And I think they go bonkers on New York and get a little revenge tomorrow night.
Robert, I have to tap in on that. I absolutely love what you're saying right now, Robert. And for everybody that did take Indiana yesterday, they were the right bet. Either way, with them even losing yesterday's game, they were still the right bet. Even losses are still the right bet, and that's exactly what we saw yesterday. Indiana simply got outplayed yesterday. It was as simple as that. They got dominated from the field. New York hit 50% from the field. Indiana hit 40%. It was just one of those games. Everything that Robert just said was exactly correct in my eyes, at least. When I look at this game, keep riding Indiana. They are the better team. They proved it game in, game out. I do not regret my wager whatsoever. I don't care that I lost money yesterday on Indiana because I'm going right back to them again tomorrow. Go ahead, Craig. Didn't mean to jump in there.
I almost want to use the F, it fixed, because Halliburton shot the ball 7 times, played the ball 31 minutes. He shot it over 15 times every time in the series. At some point, didn't the coach grab him and go, dude, you have to shoot the ball. You're shooting step-back threes with guys in your face the entire series and making them, and all of a sudden now you don't shoot the ball at all. Mm-hmm. They can't win unless he at least gets them 15 to 20 points. You can't get that shooting the ball 7 times. And he wasn't even getting to the foul line. So
they did see it coming though, right? Like, if you remember, I pointed that out as the prop. I was like, doesn't that seem low? Like, his number was only 35.5, 36.5. Look, sometimes you just got to tip your hats to the books. Right. And they were able to collect on that one. But, I still think Indiana bounces back. I think Halliburton bounces back. I think it was just a perfect example of he played out of his mind in game 4. Natural regression on the road. Indiana feeling like, okay, we're up 3-1. We don't have to max out here in MSG. We have another home game that even if we lose, we're coming back here for game 7, and then we can max out. So their motivation wasn't there. They just didn't really look into it. It was over pretty early, but I just don't think it changes the calculus of this series. Basically.
Well, yeah, I do agree think with this. That. If they lose game 6, they're not coming back and winning game 7. I know they've been good on the road. This could be a collapse.
I don't think the Knicks can win 3 in a row. Not against the Pacers. I'll tell you right now.
There's one guy. Brunson is just, that dude. I don't even know how he gets his shots off sometimes. I mean, I get it, but you're
going to ask him to do that 3 times in a row.
He's been doing it his entire Knicks career. I mean, they ride him this guy is not going to last long in NBA, as many minutes in his usage, the way he does this. But right now, he's just putting him on his back. And when he plays like that, Carlton Towns played great too. He was banged up, so I kind of thought him being banged up might be a big problem. So we'll see. We'll see. Like I said, I'm 95% sure I'm going on the under in game 6. I just feel like the Knicks know, the way they played that game is the way they have to play. Robert said it yesterday. They have to play slower. They have to slow this game down.
That's fair. A series that did get over with last night, NHL, Edmonton, it is what it is. I mean, they just put it down early and often, and, you just hold on for the ride there. So we have Stanley Cup. We have finals matchup, Florida, Edmonton, rematch. I want to talk about something that I ain't hear nobody talk about. Connor McDavid touched it. He touched the Western Conference trophy last night. He touched it. That shit's a no-no where I come from. I don't know. Maybe I'm just old school, whatever. I'm superstitious as all get up. I mean, if the Tigers are on a streak.
You're a Lions fan. How can you be superstitious?
I'm used to. I got to change everything up. First of all, the only reason the Lions are even winning right now.
From a Lions fan to a Bears fan.
No. The Lions, Peyton Manning and Jeff Daniels, not Jeff Daniels. Jeff Daniels,
like arachnophobia?
Yeah. They exercised somebody at Ford Field with a bathtub full of whiskey. I swear, I'll send you guys it's a true thing. Yeah, so they exercised the curse, and then boom, Dan Campbell, boom, winning. I'm just saying.
Which
I
brings me
believe
to
in
my
this
next point,
superstition.
kids. Don't smoke crack.
Yeah. Google it. It's on the internet. Anyway.
Okay. Listen, Lenny, I wanted to ask you about this one too. So we have a rare rematch, right? You don't see that in a lot of championships across all sports. Do you know this is only the second rematch in the Stanley Cup Finals in the last 40 years? Do you know the two teams that were in the last one?
No.
2008, 2009. It was your Detroit Red Wings against the Pittsburgh Penguins.
Penguins. Wow. Yep.
Right. They went back to back. This is only the 5th time it's happened in 60 years in the NHL. Now, it's really interesting, too, I found. Now, 2 different teams, 2 different eras, 2 different whatever. But that last time that it happened, that Detroit Philly series, very, very similar makeup of both teams. You had the veteran Red Wings that were wrapping up. They won it in the first meeting. That was their 4th title in 12 years. Veteran team against Sid the Kid, all that young talent that Pittsburgh had. They come back the next year, and then the kids got them. The young team, they fell behind 3-1 in that series, I believe it was, and were able to come back and win Game 7. So interesting that we have a very similar dynamic in this. Veteran Florida team, defending champs, Edmonton with home ice. Do we think, and looking at the series numbers, tells you all you need to know. The series price on this tells you everything you need to know. Florida -110, Edmonton -110. The books
They're
are
the 2 best teams in the NHL.
We got nothing. We don't know. What do you guys think about the
Florida
revenge
had the
rematch?
home ice last year, right? Didn't Florida have the home ice last year?
Yeah. Yep.
So this is the opposite. So now we'll see. It flipped. They're slight favorite game 1, right?
-130. Yeah, Edmonton's -130. Florida +110. I imagine all the money's going to come in on Florida, or not all the money, but a majority. You're just going to take a bite there, but we'll see.
6 is a total. I kind of surprised. Anytime the number's even, kind of to me, it's just like a cop out by the book. We couldn't decide it between 5.5 and 6.5. We didn't want to set a bunch of juice, because if you set it at 5.5, you have to juice it, one way. 6.5, you have to juice it the other way. So it's we'll just put it at 6.
Griffin, go ahead. I know you had something on this.
On this game?
Well, I'm talking about the Panthers, Oilers in general.
Yeah, there's nothing to talk about. I mean, we could look at these two teams, and they have a completely different dynamic. You look at the Edmonton Oilers; they're just a pesky, scrappy, fast offensive team, and that's how they've thrived throughout the entire postseason, and that's how they just dominated Dallas. Then you have a Florida Panthers team who is all defense. I mean, they absolutely drill you when it comes to hits. They're tough, they're gritty, their defense is outstanding, and they have no issues lighting up the lamp. This is going to be a very interesting series, but in my eyes, in everybody's eyes, defense wins games. Defense wins games. The better defensive team here is the Florida Panthers. Game 1, I'm not going to tell you guys who I like in game 1, but this series overall, my futures ticket, that's on the Panthers. I think the Panthers win this game. Defense wins games. They've been the stronger team throughout the entire postseason. Edmonton has thrived because they have thrived offensively. Florida, on the other hand, I don't think Edmonton's going to be able to do what they've done to their opponents throughout this postseason against Florida. I don't think they're going to be able to score as many goals. I mean, they were averaging 6 goals a game nearly against Dallas throughout this entire series. This is going to be a massive flop in my eyes. Rolling into this series, great matchup, very differential across both sides, different talent pools, definitely. I mean, we've got defense against defense and offense against offense when it goes to Edmonton, offense, defense, Panthers. It's going to be a very interesting series. I don't want to go too much deeper than that. I've kind of already cracked where I'm going with this thing, but you guys got the gist.
Isn't the other Dirty 630 duo? Isn't he have an Edmonton Oilers?
He was talking about it yesterday.
Tim here. He's all over Edmonton, by the way. And I'm going to tell you right now, if Florida wins this, it's because Connor McDavid touched it. It's because he touched it. That's the only reason. That is the only reason. Now, if Edmonton wins it, it'll be because they're younger and faster and whatever.
Skinner. If they win it, because Skinner.
Yes.
Still
just stand on their head for 2 more weeks, man. Just give them 2 more good weeks.
If Skinner even is half of what he's been, they're going to win.
Hot goalie, man. Hot goalie.
Hot goalie. He's the hot goalie. He's the hotter goalie now, but I don't think he's overall the better goalie.
No,
Again.
that's what I'm saying. If he wins,
we'll
he'll
see.
probably be the MVP of the series if he wins, because that means, like, for them to win, they have to, like, he's
got to stand on his head.
Yeah, I mean,
Florida won both regular season meetings, 6-5 and 4-3. Okay, and what I had forgotten about, I forgot that Florida got up 3-0 last year. You remember that? That like they were about to back, and then Edmonton won 3 in a row. Mm-hmm. Kind of vintage Edmonton, right? Like what we've seen out of them this postseason. Fall behind in the first, fall behind early, and then go rip shit riot the rest of the way. I mean, so if they can do themselves a favor and jump out early in this series, get at least one of the first 2 games at home, which I feel like is a must, then we might have another 6 or 7 game series. But from a value perspective, I can tell you right now, I probably won't bet a single dollar in any of this. I don't see it. I just don't. I know it's the Stanley Cup Finals. People want action.
Wednesday,
it's
right?
A popular position,
Wednesday,
but
Wednesday. This one's Wednesday, and I believe game 1 of the NBA Finals is Thursday. So I kind of like that they're not on the same night. Because that way they'll get the full attention, both game ones. And I will be in Vegas for both. I will be at the Sphere on Wednesday with our buddy Wade and a bunch of other people at the Sphere on Wednesday night. So, but it's Vegas time. So like that show starts at 8:00. So that's like, I'll actually probably know.
The hockey game starts at 5:00 Pacific time.
Yeah. So
5:00 Vegas time.
It could be over or be real close to over by the time I'm going in. But Thursday, I'm going to be at Circa Swim. So I'm going to be having a big wager, I'm sure, on the NBA game 1. Hopefully, I still hope that we see a game 7 in that, but I do think the Pacers win.
So if anybody wants an autograph, Thursday, Circa Swim.
I was just going to say, if you grab, if you want to hit Craig Trapp up for a T-shirt, sign anything, free
I will have.
We will be in or around the Las Vegas area.
Sure, ma'am, I'd love to sign your baby.
I will have a couple of the Live Lucky hats on me. So if you want one of my lucky hats, stop by. The first person to stop by will get it each time. Tuesday, I'm going to be at Sahara Swim, a little more low key on Tuesday. So I'm going to be in one of the cabanas, so it'd be easy to find me.
So if you get a picture of Craig in the wild, in his
Thursday,
look for Bree.
That's fair. Let's talk some MLB. There's a full card on today, Friday baseball, and I'm a dumbass because I bet a doubleheader, and I hate betting doubleheaders. I was on the Phillies' second game, and that didn't work out for me yesterday. So it is what it is. Small card yesterday, but who's got what on the diamond today as a free
pick? Let me go early because I got the early
I know you got to
game.
catch a bus probably.
Yeah, No, I want the early game. So like the 2:20.
Oh, yeah. Go.
So we got 55 minutes. Take the Reds today. Abbott's been unbelievable this year.
I'm going the other way. We're going to talk.
I really think you know who's hitting too for the Reds? De La Cruz has 5 or 6 game winning or a hitting streak. They're a different team when he's getting on base because it doesn't matter how he gets on base. He is so much pressure. Like, dude, if he's at first and you're a pitcher, it doesn't matter what you do. If he wants to steal, he's gonna get second. So all of a sudden now, a single or a walk ends up on second or third. So I think the Reds get it done today. I also like him first 5 innings. I think Abbott continues his great start. I didn't expect. I knew he'd be better this year. I didn't expect this. Hopefully today's not the day he blows it up. But I do have a lucky hat on, just so you know.
Jump in there, Griff. Jump in there. Tell them about those Friday games for Wrigley, Griff.
Round 2.
I'm going.
Bengals today, too.
All right, Craig. I don't mean to do this to you, but we got to be pure logic here. We're at Wrigley here. Day game, Friday. You don't bet against the Cubs during day games on the weekends. It's absolutely mayhem. To top that off, Andrew Abach gets the start for the Reds. His numbers are absolutely sensational this year, which is incredibly deceiving. He's 4-0 on the year. He's got a 1.77 ERA, 45 strikeouts and 17 walk, dominant strikeout to walk diversification. This is going to pull public money all over the Reds tonight. What people don't know is Chicago is hitting 275 against left-handed pitching opposed to 245 against righties. They absolutely torch lefties. Abbott is a left-handed pitcher. Going even deeper across the board, Cubs are on a 4-game winning streak. They're 8-2 in their last 10 games. Absolutely on fire. On top of that, at home, 17-11. Then you have a Reds team who's playing under 500 baseball on the road with a record of 14-15. They're 5-5 in their last 10 games and coming off a loss. There's nothing to overthink here. Take the Cubs on the run line for plus value in this.
Just so you know,
sorry, Craig.
He shut the Cubs out on the 24th and won. So
I don't care. The bounce
did that last week.
There you go.
Colin Ray is coming off his worst start of his entire career in a Cubs uniform, and that is a psychological incentive as well. Your worst performance is always followed typically by your best performance, and your best performance is typically followed up by your worst performance.
Go ask Kyle Freeland how that works.
Psychology. Cubs are going to hammer them today, Craig.
Lenny, I don't understand them. I don't understand either one of them. Welcome to the party. I don't understand either one of them. There's so much low-hanging fruit on today's card. And these two pick, it's kind of like that Detroit-Kansas City game. Like, why would you even jump in the middle of that? We all like Detroit, but Kansas City is tough at home, right? Like, why even bother? You have Pittsburgh, who did whatever the hell they did in Arizona against the Diamondbacks, who were just off the goddamn rails going to San Diego. That game is going to be a bloodbath. San Francisco just got swept. How happy do you think that they are going to be going down to Miami, who is coming down to earth? That game is going to be a goddamn bloodbath. Colorado, oh, by the way, they moved that run line below -150. Today they're -1.5, -145 on the juice against the Mets. It is an automatic play anytime that the Rockies are laying less than 150 on that run line there. And Griffin, not for nothing, I'm not siding with Craig, but it is a little bit nervy that the Cubs, who have been hitting the ball so well, only scored 7 runs in 3 games against the Rockies. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if, Andrew Abbott might have some easy pickings there today, but my free play is none of those games. Oh, and let's just keep betting against the A's. 3-18 now.
Yeah, they're horrible now. Like, back to reality
against the A's every day. That was my free play yesterday. What was it, 13-0? Like, that one wasn't even close. So you have all this low-hanging fruit today and going into this weekend. My free play is actually going to be on Cleveland over the Angels. Another mismatch series. Okay, the Angels started 8-4 and they swept the Dodgers. Good, great for them. Other than that, they are 14-26 with only 2 series wins against everybody else. They just had a big series against the Yankees, played a couple one-run games. Now they're on the road going to Cleveland. How up for this game do we think that the Angels are really going to be? And the Indians, in the meanwhile, over the last 2 weeks, they were at Minnesota, at Detroit for 4, and the Dodgers. Now they get the goddamn Angels coming into their park. Like, this is a major step down in class. The pitching matchup is nothing. Soriano versus Ortiz are both mediocre, but Cleveland is just going to railroad the Angels today and through this series. So you got a lot of mismatches this weekend, and any of those teams that I just mentioned, San Diego, San Francisco, Mets, Cleveland, Toronto, that lose today, oh yeah, it's a double down tomorrow because we got good teams playing bad teams all weekend long.
Yeah, like Freeland was actually not terrible last time out. Mm-hmm. I do expect to blow up again today. He's been really bad this year. The Mets are due for one of those games too, like where they just put up like 10, and today might be the day.
I've already laid. I'm Mets -3.5.
I do think the Pirates might.
For a lot of for more plus money, I just think they're going to beat the hell.
Of all those games you said, the Pirates are the one I think have a chance to win today. I don't know about the series, but today I got sometimes that win they had, that one that killed us both, Robert, on what was that, Tuesday when they were down 6-2 against Arizona. That kind of game gets them a little confidence. And of course, Skeen did what he did on Wednesday. So that's the kind of thing a team that's struggling can kind of go to for a couple games. But then that wears off. I think today we'll see if that kind of wears off or not. If the Pittsburgh offense wasn't going to be as bad as they were. They were so bad for some
reason. Well, I mean, they're hitting 226 as a team. Funny thing is, there's still 4 teams that are worse than that. But they average 3.2
Let me guess.
A game.
Rockies,
Marlins,
White
Sox, Marlins.
That sounds right. And
there's one more that
we're not even thinking of. But like the whole thing is they're averaging 3.21 runs a game. They just scored 19 runs in 2 games. No. Arizona right now is just kind of a mess. San Diego has not lived up to its billing. They got off to a hot start, but they've really been barely playing 500 balls since then. But the talent's still there. They're still a really good team, and Pittsburgh's still a really bad team. So after they did what they did against Arizona, I don't see a carryover this weekend. And I think I agree with you. If Pittsburgh's going to win a game, it might be tonight because I think Keller is actually pretty good. He's another one of those guys that I wouldn't wait for the deadline to go get. I would go grab him. I think he's a pretty good pitcher. But no, San Diego is still going to lay a whooping this weekend. I think it starts tonight.
Yeah, Nationals yesterday. What was his name that you said that needs to go?
Mackenzie Gore.
Gore, yeah.
I'm guessing there's going to be some GMs making some phone calls today trying to get Gore. He's not going to be he's not going to be an ace. It's not like you're going to get
number
3. He's a really good number 3 guy.
Yeah. He's 2-3 easily.
Because right now he's their ace, so he's facing all that. So to do what he's doing against aces, now you plug him into 3. He's going to be one of the better 3 pitchers in probably rotation. So I really think there'll be they're going to get good value for him if they trade him early. So I think
team like the Braves, team like the Red Sox, there's a lot of team like the Cardinals could use a guy like that. There's a lot of teams out there that should go grab Mackenzie Gore right now. And by the way, you mentioned Washington. If you're looking for a live dog this weekend, Washington's not bad. They really and they've been super competitive all season long. I don't think it's a fluke what the Nationals are doing. In fact, their record should be even better if their bullpen hadn't blown a bunch of games in April. But they're heavy underdogs right now. In Arizona, plus 185, plus 190 around there. I mean, we saw with Arizona, they just lost the series at home to Pittsburgh. Who the hell is trying to cash an Arizona ticket right now? So I think Washington's one of those teams that might cash some dog tickets this weekend.
Yeah, not only they lost to Pittsburgh with their aces, with their best pitchers. So now they're towards the middle of the bottom of their lineup for
that Nationals Arizona series. I'll be on the Nationals first 5 in a couple of these games. I'll take that bullpen right out of it because it's horrible. But the Diamondbacks are one of those teams that there's talent, but I don't know which day of the week it's showing up. And they'll be
Nationals are 4 games below 500. If you would probably go ask a man on the street, they're saying, "Oh, this team's not." They're 4 games below 500. You put a little winning streak here together, all of a sudden you're 500 now. Maybe Gore's not available in a couple weeks. That's why I think you got to go. If you're going to go get him, you might want to go trade because they hit a little winning streak. Then you never know. Maybe ownership says, "Hey, let's try to swing the opposite direction."
All right, let's bounce on out of here. I want to say hey to Jacob, new member, YouTube. Appreciate you as always. Everybody in the chat, we appreciate everybody. Don't forget to hit that like, share, subscribe button.
Take the Cardinals money line. Go ahead, Lenny.
Tell them how to get on the Premium and Premium Plus.
YouTube Premium Plus, $49.99. Get 3 Docs Experts plays via video. Craig Trapp right there. I'll give you 3 plays a day from numerous handicappers, either a 2, 3, 4-star play. $49.99. What kind of value?
$2,700 worth of picks.
I don't believe them. I'm gonna have to recheck the math. I think it's 2,701. But it's $2,700 in value monthly. That includes the $19.99 Indian Cowboy there as well. Free $60 account. If you're new, docsports.com/free60. There's a link in the description of the video. You can get in on that. We
need it today. We need it today.
Well, Lucky. Don't touch the trophy.
Hold on.
I'm just saying, don't touch nothing.
I want to touch it today.
No, you ain't letting it go.
Don't touch nothing. I'm telling you, Florida sweeps. Good luck unless you're against me.